Reval 2015 NI. How will the revaluation affect my rate bill? It's important to understand the underlying principle of a revaluation, that councils and the Northern Ireland Executive don't seek to raise any extra revenue from the exercise. The purpose of a revaluation is to simply rebalance non-domestic rates by redistributing the total rate bill in a different way, taking into account changes in property values that have taken place since the last non-domestic revaluation in 2003. Property values are only used as a means of sharing the revenue to be raised among ratepayers. In this non-domestic revaluation, we're reviewing one of the key elements used to calculate your rate bill, the rateable value or net annual value. From here on, we'll refer to that as the NAV. Essentially, the NAV is an assessment of the rental value of a property at a fixed point in time. Every non-domestic property in Northern Ireland has an NAV, whether it's owned or rented. This figure doesn't change from one year to the next until the next revaluation, unless the property itself is changed physically. To calculate the rate bill of each property, a simple equation is used. The NAV times the regional rate poundage plus the district rate poundage equals the rate bill. The regional rate poundage is set annually by the Northern Ireland Executive. It's the multiplier used in order to raise the amount of money needed to pay for services such as education, emergency services, health, social services, law and order, and roads. The district rate poundage is set by each local council. It's also a multiplier and is used to raise the amount of money needed to fund local services such as recreation, arts and events, building control, environmental health, leisure facilities, tourism and waste management. So when the valuation list is published and the total value is known, the local councils and the Northern Ireland Executive will set their own rate poundages in order to make sure the required amount of money is raised. Let's look at some examples. Here we have three shops with NAVs of £20,000 each, and between the three of them they generate revenue of £30,000 in total. That's a straightforward £10,000 each. As a result of the revaluation project, the shop NAVs have all been reassessed. In this example, as the total value has fallen at an overall Northern Ireland level, so the rate poundage has had to increase. Shop A, the NAV is reduced to £10,000 after revaluation. Applying the new rate poundage, the rate bill is still £10,000. This is because the NAV has changed at the Northern Ireland average. Therefore, the ratepayer experiences no change in his rate bill. Shop B. In this shop, the NAV is reduced to £12,000 after revaluation. However, because the reduction in the value of the shop is not as great as the average reduction, the ratepayer will see an increase in her rate bill. Shop C. Here, the NAV is reduced to £8,000 after revaluation. The reduction in the value of the shop is greater than the average. Therefore, the ratepayer will see an overall reduction in his rate bill. The point of this simple example is that, however it's divided up, the revenue raised is still £30,000, but three ratepayers pay different amounts. More information on the non-domestic revaluation can be found on our website at www.reval2015ni.gov.uk, where we give information about key dates, rate reliefs, and how to contact LPS. Thanks for viewing.